Dashitale, welcome to the year of the fire horse. Element, wind, momentum, and merit. In the Tibetan calendar system, each year arises from the union of an element and an animal. This Losar, Tibetan New Year, marks the year of the fire horse, a combination known for vitality, movement, and intensity. The fire element relates to warmth, brilliance, clarity, and illumination. It governs radiance, inspiration, discernment, and the capacity to shine outwardly. Fire can bring enthusiasm, confidence, and the courage to be seen. At its best, it lights the path and strengthens the heart. The horse is associated with speed, strength, independence, and expansive movement. In Tibetan symbolism, the horse also carries connection to wind energy, lung, the subtle force that governs motion, circulation, speech, thought, and nervous system activity. When fire combines with the horse, the result is swift and bright energy. This is a year that can move quickly. Decisions may accelerate, projects may gather momentum, hidden things may come into visibility. There can be courage to act where previously there was hesitation. But fire also burns hot and wind moves fast. In Tibetan medicine, lung is the most mobile and easily disturbed of the three primary energies. When balanced, it supports creativity, clarity, communication, and vitality. When disturbed, it can manifest as anxiety, restlessness, insomnia, overwhelm, or depletion. A fire horse here can amplify both inspiration and agitation. It can magnify both confidence and reactivity. It is not inherently good or bad, it is powerful. In Tibetan tradition, a horse here is also understood to carry a multiplication of spiritual merit. It is said that wholesome actions, generosity, mantra, prayer, healing practices, compassionate intention are multiplied 13 times in their merit during this cycle. This is not about superstition. It is a reminder that certain cycles are considered especially potent for virtue. When energy is strong and moving, intention travels further. What we cultivate expands. The key question becomes, how steady is our life force? Practices that stabilize the life force, calm lung, and strengthen inner grounding are especially supportive in a year like this. When life force is full and wind is balanced, fire becomes illumination rather than burnout. Movement becomes progress rather than scattering. The fire horse here is not something to fear, it is something to ride with steadiness and clarity. It is a year to act consciously, to strengthen virtue, and to direct momentum towards benefit. When we are rooted, strong, and intentional, dynamic years become opportunities for courageous and meaningful action. Let's embrace it. Caring for yourself in a horse year? These are a few practical ways to stabilize the life force and balance the wind. A fire horse year brings momentum. The most skillful response is not to slow everything down, but to strengthen your foundation so you can move well. Here are some ways to care for your La and harmonize Lung during this dynamic year. 1. Prioritize rhythm over speed. Wind becomes disturbed when life loses rhythm. Regular sleep, regular meals, and consistent daily practice stabilize Lung. Even small routines create steadiness in fast-moving times. Eat warm, nourishing foods. Fire may feel hot, but disturbed wind is often cold and dry in quality. Warm, cooked, slightly oily, grounding foods help anchor the body and calm the nervous system. 3. Limit excess stimulation. Too much news, screen time, travel, or constant decision-making can scatter life force. Be intentional about what you expose yourself to. Bright years require wise boundaries. 4. Strengthen the body gently. The horse carries strength. Support this through steady, embodied movement. Walking, stretching, breath work, or mindful strength practice. Not frantic exertion, steady power. 5. Deepen inner practices. Meditation, mantra, breath awareness, and healing rituals that stabilize La are especially beneficial this year. Even 5 grounded minutes is more powerful than sporadic intensity. And 6, choose courage consciously. Fire gives boldness. Before acting, ask, is this aligned or reactive? Balanced fire expresses its clarity and heart-led action, not impulsive heat. This fire horse here does not demand that we push harder. It invites us to become steadier. When life force is strong and wind is balanced, we can move with confidence, creativity, and resilience. We can ride momentum without losing ourselves in it.